walk away, put the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Justin Herbert. After his last game, he's now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Vikings and the Hawks coming up next.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose at the 40, inside the 20, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games too? Oh, what the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes up.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up. Right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And taken right at the 35. 55-yard punt, 11 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Well, the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one. And I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Herbert on 1st down now. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. And just to put everyone on notice, that is his 1,199th catch. So the next one, that'll be 1,200 for his career. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Herbert now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
Hurts. He finds his man complete. That's Warner. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. On 1st down, it's Warner. There he goes, left side. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there, and will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Second down, here's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up fourth. The kick by Elliott is good. And they cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So here are the Vikings to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. On 1st and 10, Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily when you've set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
I'm guessing he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It's now 3rd down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Herbert's throw pulled in by Woods. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it,
At least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, you know, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their third drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Woods. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Hurts. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Campbell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Second down and 8. They're going to look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Whoa, Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them, so what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Pass out left, caught by Woods.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Herbert. That'll be caught left side by Woods.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's complete to Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They'll run on first down. Warner.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks are able to at least get one score back.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. With the football going back to the Vikings offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Throwing on second and long.
Herbert, a short throw pulled in by Woods.
And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Third down and 13.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
A short throw pulled in by Woods. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he rifles one incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Now it's Herbert. Looking for Woods again, and he finds it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Herbert on 1st down now.
That's into the hands of Woods.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season.
And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Warner. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts. Over the middle, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end, and he is going to have a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second down, here's Hurts. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hart. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Back to the same target, Campbell. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
At the 48-yard line.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't